Hey guys, welcome back to my channel Mahaguru Yash Architecture Classes. And from the last video, you could have figured it out that right now I am not solving each and every question paper. Instead of that, I am discussing small individual topics from the GATE exam, which would help you crack GATE 2021. So today's topic, which I have chosen, is from the section 3, which is building and structures. The topic is pre-stressed concrete and its construction. This topic has been chosen because the topic there continuously three questions have been arising, not three, one question has been arising every year for the last 3 years from this topic. So let us begin. So what actually is a pre-stressed concrete? So pre-stressed concrete means you are imparting some kinds of stresses into the concrete beforehand, before the concrete is setted or something like that. You're putting in some tensioning forces within the concrete before it sets. So this is done so that this is done so that the concrete can withhold a more of tensional force. We know that concrete is very good in compressive force but lacks a lot of tensional force. So we try to impart a bit of already impart some more compressive force so that the limit of their tensile force increases. So how is this done by? So we introduce this compression by high strength tendons. So these tendons can be a single wire, multi-wire strands or threaded bars. And once the initial compression has been applied, the material has now more strength. You could figure out from the picture how is a pre-stressed concrete works. You can see on a normal beam, when you apply forces, the concrete starts to break in the tensile area. But when a pre-stressed concrete is put over load, it doesn't have any cracks. So basically, the process of pre-stressing or bringing in stress in the concrete is basically done by two methods, which is pre-stressing and post-tensioning. So the words themselves describe it better, that you are applying tension before and in pre-tensioning, and you are applying tension afterwards in post-tensioning. So what is pre-tensioning basically is? While doing a pre-tensioning, preparing pre-tensioned, pre-stressed concrete, first of all you have your formwork ready. In your formwork, you put in some tendons. Okay, these tendons you can see in the diagram. A tendon has been marked in the first diagram. So when the tendons have been laid, first of all they are given some tensile forces. Like that means they are being pulled from the outerward end, from the outer ends. After the tendons are tensioned with some limit, then the concrete is poured up, and the concrete and the tendons still are being pulled up till the concrete is set. Once the concrete is set, then only they stop. Then only they stop the tensioning of this tendons. Once it is done, now what you can see is, because of the tendons being stretched, now they will try to come towards themselves, creating a C-like shape. The concrete is now compressed a bit. So look at this. This is how it is. You have your in pre-stressed concrete, tendons are put. Some pressure have been built up. The concrete is let set. The concrete is allowed to set, and then it is cut. When the tendons are cut, the concrete beam would look like something like this, because the tendons would pull itself inwards to get into their initial shape. So now what we have created is, we've created a lot of compressive strength. So now because now the amount of tensile force within the beam or within the structure has also increased. The next category is post-tensioning. As the word tells you, post-tensioning means we create tension afterwards. So what is done is, first of all, while before laying concrete, you first of all lay your tendons, okay, and then you put in your concrete. The concrete is allowed to set, and after the concrete is set, then you allow those tendons to have some force in it. So again, due to that, the concrete pulls itself out, and when the force is removed from the tendons, again the concrete structure or the beam try to compress and come in itself, and again you get a C shape like a structure. This is the shape which you get. Again, you see, because of this, there is a lot more amount of tensile force within the concrete. So what are the basic applications of pre-stressed concrete in buildings? So pre-stressed concretes allows you to have longer span for the similar depth. So what we basically in architecture do is, when you have long spans, you again try to increase the depth. So instead of increasing the depth, you can get into pre-stressed concrete which will help you to have the same thickness, मेरे very बहुत ही कम thickness मिलेगी, and yet you'll have a very long span. Obviously, structural thickness is being reduced. Faster stripping time. The material of cost is reduced, obviously, because the amount of concrete being used is less. Load balancing, as in your building is more balanced right now, and pre-stressed concrete structures can have varied load bearing, and yet they won't fail. So these are some examples where pre-stressed concrete has been. So basically we use pre-stressed concrete in high-rise buildings and longer span in case of longer span, because in case of high buildings and long spans, a lot of force is being developed. So a lot of tensile force is introduced in the concrete. That's why, to decrease the tensile force, we bring in pre-stressed concrete. So in buildings, we mostly use the process of pre-tensioning, while in case of civil engineering works like the dams, bridges, silos, you use the method of post-tensioning. So guys, this is it for today. So I would like to tell you know that I have recently launched my own book, which is Gate Architecture and Planning for 2021, which has all the features which you need. Or we have past 29 years question papers solved. They have been solved by me, and it's a very important book which you can refer to with. It is available on Amazon in a Kindle friendly form. You could say that Kindle isn't, I do not have a Kindle. You need not to worry. Every mobile phone has a free Amazon Kindle app, so you could easily access that. Other than that, the second book which we have is the Architects and Their Picture Book Works. So what this book has actually, it has 100 plus architects with their buildings, a landscape detail you can see in the photographs how those would look like, and other than that, we have a chronological order of Pritzker Prize winners. If you buy our main book, which is the main architecture and planning guide book, you would get that picture book free with itself, with more bonuses like free study material. So please do buy it. I'll put in the links in the description box below, and do check out this book. You could read this book. The sample of the copy would be available on the issue. I'll write all the links in the description box below. Other than that, we also have a Facebook group where we update you all about the current affairs and what all is happening in our industry. Other than that, I have co-authored this book with Zakaullah Bader, who also runs a YouTube channel and would allow you to explore a lot on architecture. He doesn't have mainstream architectural material content, but he has a very interesting architectural content. So please do check him out as well. And thank you for watching me. Please do subscribe, share and comment, and I'll be right back with my next video in few days. Thank you.